Well, we're trying the microphone. Pretty noisy in here. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll have to see. Just out on a little trail in the foothills, just for a little ride, testing, see how this works. It's Friday, April 11th, 2014. Pretty good area in here for where the elk and deer winter. So as a result, a lot of people do a lot of antler shed hunting in here in the springtime. And I do a little shed hunting myself, but I'm a hiker at heart, so shed hunting, granted you do a lot of walking, but I don't really call it hiking because you're always looking at the ground. Pretty rocky up in this country. I spared you the moments of going over all the rocks because I knew the camera would be bouncing so much it'd make you sick. Sometimes I'd like to trade some of these rocks for a little bit of that mush that my Canadian YouTube friends ride around in. But all in all, I think I'd rather have the solid surface under me. Here's a good example of the rocks up here. For all of my Canadian brothers up there, if you want any rocks, just let me know. We'll ship some to you. This section right here is probably the steepest on the whole thing. I'm kind of surprised somebody with a truck could be in here. Used to have to stand out over the handlebars on an ATV on this. I'm pretty sure it was a truck that was through here. It may have been a Jeep, but the tracks seemed too wide. Anyway, I'd really be surprised if it was a truck. If they came through here in a full-size truck, it's narrow enough in places that I'm sure they ended up with some Colorado pinstriping. Hope I don't throw you out. Yeah, it was definitely a truck. This isn't hardcore enough for most of the Jeepers around here. There are some trails in the area though that they really like. And they're actually some world-renowned Jeep trails like Die Tryin'. Doesn't that sound like a fun one? It's kind of surprising. There's still a lot of fresh elk tracks down here. Usually by now they follow the snow up the mountain pretty good. They're just all over in here. That big flat mountain off straight ahead over there is called Grand Mesa. Supposedly it's the largest flat-top mountain in the world. A little over 10,000 feet on top of it. It's just right straight ahead now, right behind that power tower. And it's got over 300 freshwater lakes on top of it. Fisherman's paradise. And those mountains way off in the distance straight ahead of us there, they're called the West Elk Mountains. And right down in the valley in between us there is the towns of Montrose, Olathe, and Delta, Colorado. Back there a ways I mentioned Olathe, Colorado. Just a little bit of trivia. Some of you might have heard of Olathe sweet corn. It's pretty well known now all across the lower 48. and it actually got its start right there. That's a nice little rock pile. This is what's called the rim road. It goes along the rim of Dry Creek Basin. I'll pull off here on the rim and let you see the view. Pretty spectacular.